It's Patrick from the Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week, I recommend a new screenplay for you to read to get a better understanding about the art of screenwriting. This week's recommended read is Argo, directed by Ben Affleck. This screenplay is very good, and the film was amazing, specifically that last act. You always hear about films, specifically thrillers, that people say, oh, it had me at the edge of my seat. I saw this in the theaters, and literally it had me at the edge of my seat. I was like this. Specifically, that last act, one of the best directed last act I've seen. Let's talk about one particular detail about the screenplay. The phone conversations. 99% of screenplays that you read, okay, maybe not 99%, I would say 95% of screenplays that you read, phone conversations usually have something called intercut. What that is when a character is calling another character on the phone. If they're at different locations, first the writer establishes what location the caller is in, then they establish what location the receiver is in. That's only established once. Then the conversation has intercut, where the reader already knows where everyone is. They don't have to go back and forth every time someone speaks. However, Argo does not do that. Argo takes it back to the old school. At first, that was annoying because I'm so used to reading screenplays with intercut, where you don't have to keep reading exterior scene headings and so on. After a while, you get used to it. I was like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. However, I was so invested in the story, and the pacing was so good, and the characters were so well written. The back and forth with the scene description, with the phone conversations, it didn't bother me that much at all. Possibly there was an artistic reason why the writer probably did this. There's one particular scene in the film where that comes into effect. I don't want to give too much away. There's a phone conversation that happens in that last act I told you about. That phone conversation is intense. So maybe there was a method to the writer's madness why they wrote it that way. In most screenplays you read, you won't see it that way. I'm not sure how you write your phone conversations. You can choose to write your phone conversations however you choose, intercut, or if you want to go back and forth with the scene headings every time someone speaks, it's up to you, however you decide to do it. Keep in mind, if you're going to force the reader to read a location every time a character speaks on a phone conversation, you better have them entertained in other places. Meaning your screenplay better be as good as Argo or better, because your reader will not forgive you if you bore them. There are no rules in screenwriting except to entertain your reader. Remember that. I will link the screenplay for Argo in the description below. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. And remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.